You're watching Imagisport, your home for top-notch sports simulation action. Hello there, and welcome once again to the Imagisport Showcase. I'm Derek Jones. Great to have you along with us for today's playthrough. This time we are going to be featuring Hockey Blast from PLAAY.com. And in particular, we're going to be playing an opening round game in the 2020 Commissioner's Surprise Tournament. Now, in this particular tournament, every NHL team is involved in a single elimination format. And the magic of this tournament is that in every round, the matchups are determined randomly. And we'll get more into that in one of our intermission reports. But today's matchup is going to feature the Pittsburgh Penguins taking on the Los Angeles Kings from the Staples Center in Los Angeles. The Penguins finished the 2019-20 season in real life in third place in the Metropolitan Division with a 40-23-6 record. Again, like I said, good for third place before the coronavirus pandemic hit, although they wound up losing to the Montreal Canadiens 3-1 in the qualifying playoff round. The Penguins were led in scoring this past season by Evgeny Malkin, who posted 25 goals and 49 assists for 74 points in 55 games. Now, the actual goal-scoring leader for the Pens was Brian Rust. He had 27 goals in 55 games this past season. Those of you wondering how Sidney Crosby did, we only appeared in 41 games, but in those games, he scored 16 goals and 31 assists for a total of 47 points. On the other hand, the Los Angeles Kings were finished in 7th place in the Pacific Division, so they did not qualify even for the playoffs this past season. They finished with a record of 29, 35, and 6 in 70 games, good for 64 points. Their leading scorer and leading goal scorer was Anze Kopitar. He put up 21 goals and 41 assists for 62 points in 70 games played for the Kings. So we'll get right to the game right now, but just starting goaltenders for today's game. For the Penguins, Tristan Jarry is going to be in net. He finished the regular season in real life 20-12-1 for a 2.43 goals against average and a .921 save percentage. For the Kings, it'll be Jonathan Quick. He finished 16-22-4 with a 2.79 goals against average and a .904 save percentage. So once again, it's going to be the Penguins and the Kings in round one in the Commissioner's Surprise Tournament. So get your popcorn ready. It's just about time to drop the puck. So let's head to Staples Center for first period action. And the teams are out here on the ice, just about ready to go. Sidney Crosby and Anze Kopitar head to the face-off circle. And they put their sticks down. The ref is ready for the puck. It's the Penguins and the Kings here in the 2020 Commissioner's Surprise Tournament. And here we go. And our opening faceoff is going to be a 3. That means the high faceoff player will win. That's going to be Crosby by 1 over Anze Kopitar. So the Penguins will have the puck to start the game. And right away, it is going to be a penalty event. So let's see who is going to get whistled here for our first bunch of penalties, and it's going to be an 8. That means 0-1. So it's Gensel going up against Matt Roy, and Gensel has the higher penalty rating, so he is actually going to get whistled, and his penalty is less than 1. It is, so he gets away with 1. No penalty there, so basically just nothing happening, 1 minute off the clock, but no shot, no penalty, no anything here. And we will go back to our normal minutes, and we will drop the puck once again once we switch the lines. And so the puck drops, and now it is a 9. It's a home with an immediate play. So the Kings are going to get a shot chance here, and it's going to be a 4. 1-3-4 is the shot play. So it's going to be Firk, Carter, and Walker. None of them have stars though, so it's pretty much going to be a free shot here. And it's 7, so Tristan Jarry is going to smother it for a face-off. So 2 minutes in, and right now, no score between Pittsburgh and LA. So we'll drop the puck one more time. It's a 10, high face-off player, 46-53. Velarde will win the puck for the Kings. And now this will be a play result, looking for triangles here. One triangle for the Pens, none for the Kings. So the Pens are going to get the play. And it is going to be an 11, 1-3-5. So it's going to be Bluger, McCann, and Justin Schultz. Again, it's going to be a 0-star shot. So we're going to go with 6. Goalie kicks it wide. 0-1 will get the rebound. That is going to be Bluger. So a 0-star becomes a 1-star. But again, that's not really going to do much of anything there, as it will be stopped by Quick. But it is an 11, so it's going to be a breakaway play for the Kings. So we'll see what happens here. It's going to be secondary play for rolling to 7, and then a 3, 5, 3, 2. So it's going to be McDermott and Velarde and Luff, and temporary momentum because of the breakaway. So let's see, we will have 1, 2, but it's going to be cut in half twice. So basically it's down to a 0-star shot once again, but we have another 11, and so 2 breakaways on the same minute here, the same sequence. So now it's going to be Pittsburgh going back the other way, and this time it's going to be a 2-1-3. Tanev to Bluger to McCann, but again, only a 1-star shot this time. So with that in mind, it goes, and nothing doing there on the shot, but it is going to be another rebound, and this time it's going to be again 0-1. Bluger's going to get the rebound again. So again, 0 is going to become a 1, and it's going to be another 6, and again, no shot there, but it's Bluger's going to get another chance at it. So now a 1-star becomes a 2-star shot. This time he does get it, but Quick is going to get the save. So 5 shots for Pittsburgh on this flourish, and off the post, scramble in front, but we do have, nope, no squares on defense, so 0-3 is going to get the rebound shot this time. And so since this is actually the 3rd rebound chance, 1-star turns into 2, 3, 4-star shot for Jared McCann, but he gets a 6 on it, so that's not going to get the job done. And now we have a clearing attempt to clip into the blue line. Offense keeps the puck. Normal minutes roll. No time advance. So we're still in the 3rd minute here, but it's going to be Pittsburgh's puck. So let's see what happens now. It's going to be a 9, and we're going to have a momentum check. So let's check the hit qualities. 2 hit qualities for the Penguins, 1 for the Kings. So they are going to get the momentum here. And now it's going to be 5, and we are back to another penalty event. So that's going to stop play. And we'll see who's going to get checked with the penalty this time. It's going to be 0-3. So it's going to be McCann versus Velarde. They both have the same penalty rating. So we're going to read off McCann's. Is his greater than 1? No, it is a 0.5. So basically, he's just going to get a 2-minute minor. So McCann is going to go into the box here, and we will see what the call is. It is going to be a holding call. So McCann is going to get a holding call here, and we'll check the penalty time here. I use a D6 and a D10 for that. So penalty time here is going to be 2:43 of the 1st period. McCann is going to get 2 for holding. So the Kings are going to get temporary momentum here, and we're going to go ahead, and the Kings are going to use one of their line skips in order to get their top line out there on the ice. The next one's up is going to be the 4th line. So The Penguins are just going to go ahead and use their line skip 2 to get their first line out there in order to kill the penalty, just so we have the squares out here. So with that in mind, off now we go to the power minutes portion of the game book. And 2 minutes in the box for McCann. And the Kings have this game's first power play. And so we have a 4. Shorthanded teams wins the faceoff, but do we have a circle on the penalty killers? We do not. So it's just going to be that. So we're just going to go ahead and roll for the minutes chart. It's going to be a 9. It's going to be a play. And again, we're checking for triangles and circle stars. So the Penguins have 4 triangles, and the Kings have 3 triangles and circle stars combined. So it's going to actually be a shorthanded chance for Pittsburgh, and it's going to be 4-1-2. So it's going to go Letang, and it's going to go to Gensel, and it's going to go to Rust. Crosby is not on the ice at this point. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star shot though with Brian Rust being out there. So he gets the shot on goal, but Quick will get the save. So Pittsburgh will get the shot there. But it's a 6, so it's going to be an 0-1 rebound. That's going to be Gensel. So for Gensel, 2-star shot becomes a 3. But again, Quick is going to stop it. But this time it's going to be 0-2 getting the rebound. So for Rust, it's a second rebound attempt. So 2-star shot is going to become a 4, and he gets a 1. Quick is only 3 stars. He needs to have at least 5, and Pittsburgh has themselves a shorthanded goal as Brian Rust puts it back Jonathan Quick, and with the assists to Gensel and Letang, shorthanded, and the Penguins have an early 1-0 lead. So with that, time of that shorthanded goal is going to be 3:59 of the first period. So we'll change lines here, and we will see how the Kings do on their second minute of power play time. It's going to be a 9. Man advantage team wins the faceoff. So the Kings have the puck. No circle stars, so they do not get an immediate play. Instead, we will roll, and it'll be an odd man rush. So this time we're going to look at 0-3. So we're going to look at Carter versus, so we're going to look at Carter. Does Carter have a triangle? He does. So we're going to go ahead and have a play chance for the Kings. And it is going to be 2-1-3. So it's going to be Prokhorkin and Ferk and Jeff Carter. With the temporary momentum, that is going to make it a 3-star shot. So, but it's 5, so there's going to be no goal there for LA. And so with that being a 10, it is snared with the glove hand. And so the goalie clears the puck, changes the line, advances the clock. Man advantage team begins a new possession. So the Kings are going to keep the puck, but the power play is going to be expired here. And we're going to go ahead and change the lines and go back to normal minutes. So 15 minutes left in the period, 1-0 Pittsburgh, and here we go. But we have another penalty event coming up. Very chippy start to this game. And so this time it's going to be 3. We're going to look at D2. So we're going to look at Justin Schultz going up against Trevor Moore. And Justin Schultz is going to be the one who is going to have the penalty there. It's going to be 10. And again, penalty greater than 1, no. So Schultz is going to get a minor out of this. So Justin Schultz is going to get a minor. And let's see what that minor is going to be. And it's going to be for high sticking. Okay, so Justin Schultz goes in the box for high sticking at 5:16 of the first. And we'll see what happens here. So we're down to 14 minutes left. So at this point, the third line already has 2 circles. So we're going to head, the Penguins are going to use their double shift option to keep these penalty killers out here. In the meantime, the Kings will need a goal, so they'll go ahead and use their second line skip. So back to power minutes we go here. Again, not much flow to this game so far. We will drop the puck. It'll be an 8. Man advantage team wins the face-off. There's a circle star by Kopitar. So they are going to get an immediate play out of this, but it's going to be a secondary play. And that play is going to be 5-2-4. So it's going to be Roy over to Kempe, over to Dowdy. But with the temporary momentum here, it's going to be 1-2, but it's only going to be a 2-star shot for Drew Dowdy. That's not going to get the job done, however. So LA is going to get a shot, but it's going to be stopped cold by Jari, and it's going to be cleared, and so the Kings will get it then for the next minute. So we'll go ahead and we will change the lines here. And so go ahead and do that. And it's going to be an 8. It's going to be an ice blast. And we are going to be looking for the hit quality here. So for the Penguins, we have 1, 2 that have the hit, but only 1 has the hit for LA. So possession is going to be turned over. Plus, because it's the hit quality, the Penguins are going to gain momentum out of it. So they're going to kill the penalty and get momentum at the same time here. So with that going on, Schultz is out of the box. And we will change lines, and we will go back to normal minutes. So here we go. This is a 10. It is a turnover if we have a square, no square present for the Kings. So we'll go ahead and re-roll. It is going to be a 4. It's an odd man rush. Who are we looking at here? We are looking at 0-3. So 0-3, Crosby has the triangle. He does. So there is going to be a play on this. It is going to be a 3-2-1. So that's going to be Crosby, Rust, and Gensel. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star shot for them. It is a 5-star shot, but Quick with the easy save on that one. But with that rebound being a 6, the rebound's going to go to Gensel. So 2-star, well, actually it's a 3-star shot, becomes a 4. But it's 2-2 here, so it's another stop by Jonathan Quick. And this time the ping is off the post, scramble in front. Any squares on defense? Not for the Kings right now. So this time it's going to be Crosby getting the shot. He has 2 stars, so it's going to be 3, 4-star shot for him. But he gets a 5-0 doing there. And Quick's going to get the puck. And since it's 11, it's going to be a breakaway chance for the Kings. So let's see what we got here. Secondary play coming up. And it's going to be 3, 4, 5 on that. So it's going to be Velarde, Ryan, and McDermott. So 2, it's going to be just a 1-star shot, though, for the Kings, and that is not going to get it done there. So Jari stops that very easily. And so we move on then to the next minute and change lines. And momentum will go back over to Pittsburgh for another minute. I usually cap momentum at 2 minutes. That's usually the way I do things, even though they don't necessarily clarify that in the rule book. And we go to another ice blast this time, and let's see what it's going to be on. It is going to be on the smart category. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 smarts for the Penguins, so they're going to get a play here. And it is going to be a 2. It is a 2-3-5, and it's not a breakaway, so penalty shot does not come into play here. So it's going to be Zucker, Malkin, and Justin Schultz. So it's going to be 4 cut in half, 2-star shot this time. and it's not going to go in. So Pittsburgh will get a shot, and Quick will glove it, and we will have a face-off halfway through the period with the Penguins still holding a 1-0 lead. So momentum gets zapped, and we'll drop the puck again. And it's going to be a 10, high face-off player. So we have McCann with a 46, Kopitar with a 55, so the Kings will get it. And a 7, we have our first lull of the game. So 3 minutes, nothing happening, and back for a face-off. And another 7, which means another lull. So we take another 3 minutes off the clock. And we have a 6 this time. That means the Penguins will go ahead and they will get the face-off here. And it's going to be another ice blast. And let's see what we are going for this time. We're going for the star quality. We have 1 star for the Penguins. That is Letang. No stars on the ice for the Kings. So we are going to get another play chance for Pittsburgh. And it's going to be 2-1-3. It's going to be Tanev, Bluger, and once again, Jared McCann. And so 1 star shot here for the Penguins. Doesn't get it done, though. We got a 3. Pittsburgh gets the shot on goal, but Quick stops it, and the Kings will have the puck once again with 3 minutes left in the period as we change lines. And we go to a 10, a turnover. If there is a square, there is. And since it's a double 5s, it becomes a breakaway chance. So temporary momentum here. And we'll see if the 4th line can get something going. 2-3-5, but it's a breakaway play. And so we're going to have a penalty shot. So there's going to be a penalty shot coming up here for Pittsburgh. So let's go ahead and see who is going to take the penalty shot. And I'm just going to look at the shooter chart in order to do that. 7 is going to be the highest shooter, which doesn't leave much of anything. So we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to give it to Patrick Marleau. And so we'll go ahead to our penalty shot chart and see what happens. So we roll on the penalty shot chart. It is a 6, and the penalty shot is saved. So we had a missed penalty shot in that minute. So with 2 minutes left in the period, it is still a 1-0 advantage for the Penguins, and we will once again change lines. And we have a 9, so that means that the Kings are going to get an immediate play out of this with their 4th line. Let's see if they can generate something here. It's 4-2-3, so it's going to be Doughty and Schaller and Lewis. So 2 cut in half, 1 star shot for the Kings here. That's not going to get it done, so LA with a missed shot attempt, but the rebound will go to 0-2. That'll be Schaller. So a 0 chance becomes a 1. Again, nothing doing there, but he's going to get another crack at it. So this time he's going to have a 2-star shot. And once again, nothing doing. But do we have 3 squares on defense? We do not this time. So in this case, 0-5 is going to get it, and that is going to be it's going to be Matt Roy. So Matt Roy is going to get it. That's the 3rd rebound chance, and it's scissors. So it goes 0-1, 2-star shot there. He's going to get it on net, but Jari is going to easily save it, but he's going to get another chance at it. So now he's going to have a 3-star shot. But this time he does not make it, and Jari goes ahead and snares it, and the Penguins will get it in the final minute of the period. So last minute to go in the period, and we are going to have an ice blast. And the ice blast is going to be for the smart category. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 smarts for Pittsburgh, 1, 2, 3 for LA, so Pittsburgh's going to get to play here to wind up the period. It is going to be a secondary play, and it is going to be 5-3-2. So we're going to have Marino and Malkin, and then Zucker is going to be the shooter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star shot here for Pittsburgh, but it's a 6, so nothing doing there with that. Quick easily stops it. He drops it, covers for the new line. Time runs out, and that is it for the first period of play. So we have played one here at Los Angeles, and the score after the first period, the Penguins 1 and the Kings nothing. And we'll be back with second period action right after this timeout. So the Penguins have a 1-0 lead on Los Angeles as we head into the first intermission here at the Commissioner's Surprise Tournament. And just a little bit more about this tournament. This is the 6th edition of the Commissioner's Surprise Tournament. In normal years, what will take place is that some of the first and second round games are played by various play game owners across the country, US and Canada, and even other countries as well. And so they play their games, they email their results in, but then normally the later rounds are then usually contested at a live location. 2 years ago, I actually went to Pittsburgh and played the tournament games there, along with about a half dozen or so other gamers. It was a great time, and I definitely recommend, if you ever have a chance to go to an event that is hosted by Play Games, please do so. You will not be disappointed. It is a tremendous amount of fun. As we all know, events like these are hard to come by lately due to the coronavirus pandemic. So this year's Commissioner's Surprise Tournament is entirely virtual. Now, the first game of it was actually a play-in game. Since there are 31 teams, what happens is that the bottom 2 teams in the NHL, which this past season were San Jose and Detroit, they played in a play-in game, and San Jose actually won that. That game you can see in its entirety on the Play Games YouTube channel. Just type Play Games and make sure you put 2 A's in the word play in your YouTube search, and you should be able to find that video. Then from there, what they do is they take the top 2 teams in the league, which were the 2 teams that met in the Stanley Cup Finals, this year being Tampa Bay and Dallas, and those 2 teams got first round buys. And then all of the other teams then were put into a hat, and the teams were drawn, so that way the first round matchups were selected. So we're in the process right now of playing these first round matchups. And after all the first round matchups are done, the teams that won will get put in a hat again. And then the matchups will be drawn for the second round. And each round is like that, of course, until you get to the finals, because you know who the finals are going to be once you have the 2 semifinal winners. But for everything else, the matchups are random draw, and that makes for some real interesting results, and it makes this tournament really hard to win, even if you're a strong team. For example, the Penguins have been one of the better regular season team, and as a result, regular card sets in each of the years that this Commissioner Surprise Tournament has been going on. But, however, in the history of this tournament, the Penguins all time only have a record of 3 wins and 5 losses. So they never even won the tournament. So it just goes to show you how difficult it is to win in this tournament. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and just give you a little bit of a rundown of how things are going in the tournament right now. Some of the games have been played and reported, and you can actually see the results updated on the play.com website and also on the Play Games community in Facebook. So we'll just go ahead and go there right now and just show you some scores that have been reported. As I told you in the play-in game, the Sharks defeated the Red Wings by the score of 2-1. And so some other games that took place over the weekend. The Flyers defeated the Canucks by the score of 3-2 in overtime. Claude Giroux had 2 goals in that one, including the game winner. The Islanders defeated the Arizona Coyotes by the score of 2-0. That game was played by Giorgio Salvadego, who resides in Italy. So, like I said, this tournament is indeed a worldwide affair. Colorado defeated Anaheim 2-1 in overtime. Rantanen with the game-winning goal in that one. The Canadiens overcame a 2-0 deficit to defeat the Florida Panthers by the score of 4-2. The New York Rangers defeated the Vegas Golden Knights by the score of 3-1. Adam Fox with a shorthanded goal in that one. And then the San Jose Sharks, the play-in game winner, they rallied from a 2-0 deficit to defeat Columbus 3-2 in overtime. Marcus Sorensen with the game-winning goal there. Other games that need to be played in this opening round include Minnesota at New Jersey, the Capitals against the Flames, Toronto at Boston, Chicago at Carolina, the Buffalo Sabres go to Nashville to take on the Predators, Edmonton at Winnipeg, and St. Louis at Ottawa. So that's what's happening around the Commissioner Surprise Tournament. So now let's go ahead and get back to the action. We're getting ready to start the second period between the Penguins and the Kings.
Okay, just about ready to drop the puck for the second. Crosby and Kopitar. They approach the face-off circle, and here we go. And our first drop of the puck is a 7, and that is a 3-minute lull. So 3 minutes off the clock, nothing happens, and we will roll the dice again. And another 7, so another lull. So after a lot happening in period number 1, not so much happening here in period number 2. And now we have a 9, which means that the Kings are going to get themselves an immediate play with their first line. But it's going to be a secondary play. And so let's see what that is. It's going to be 5-3-4. So it's going to be Roy and Kopitar assisting for Doughty. So 3-star shot this time for Los Angeles. But Jari easily saves that. So LA gets the shot. Jari stops it for Pittsburgh. And we had looking for 2 squares on defense. We have it. So the Penguins are going to get the puck. And we will go to another minute changing lines. And we drop the puck again. This time it's going to be odd man rush. Who are we going to be taking a look at? We're going to be taking a look at D3. So does Jeff Carter have a square on defense? He does not. So basically what's going to happen here is that we're going to have a play chance for the Penguins. And that play chance is going to be 2-1-3. So it's going to be Zucker and Hornquist assisting for Malkin. So it is going to be a 3-star shot here for Pittsburgh this time. He gets 2, but Quick saves it. And so with that, the reading is 5, but 0-2 is going to get the rebound. That is going to be Zucker. 1-star shot becomes a 2 for him, but nothing doing there. And since it's going to be a 12 clearing attempt, so offense keeps the puck, new normal minutes roll, but no time advance. So we're just going to go ahead and see what happens here. But it is a lull. So so basically the rest of that period, or the rest of that minute, and the next 2 are going to be lull minutes. So we're going to go ahead and drop the puck once again for a face-off. And this time, it is going to be the Penguins coming up with an immediate play of their own. And this time is going to be 2-1-3. So again, Zucker and Hornquist are going to be assisting for Malkin. So again, 3-star shot for Pittsburgh, but they get a 5 on the black die, nothing doing, and we're going to have ourselves a face-off. So we're down to 9 minutes left in the second period of play. Pittsburgh still holding on to a 1-0 lead. And now we have the Kings having a immediate play of their own. And it's going to be 1-3-4. So it's going to be Moore and Velarde and Ryan. So we have one cut in half once, cut in half twice. So essentially it's going to be a 0-star shot. And Jari's going to easily handle that one, and the Penguins are going to get the puck back, and we will start a new possession here. Fourth liner's out right now, and we're going to have an odd man rush. And this time, the odd man rush is going to go to 0-3. Does Lafferty have a triangle? He does not, so no shot there. Puck goes to LA, and we will change lines once again. And this time we have a 6, so we're going to have a zoom, and that is going to be between Dustin Brown and Jack Johnson. And the quality that we are going to be looking for here is the hit quality. And so Brown has it and Johnson has it. So we go to the tiebreaker. Nobody has momentum, so the home team is going to go ahead and get that. And so since it was looking for the hit quality, they're going to get momentum on their side as well for this play, which is going to be 4-2 choice. So it's going to be Walker, Kempe, and Brown. No momentum stars to worry about here, but it is a 4-star shot. But they get a 5 on the black die. So Jari's going to stop that, but Brown is going to get a rebound. So 2-star shot becomes a 3 for him, and he gets it. Jari does not get the save at this point, but there is a chance for him to make a spectacular save. So let's see if he can do that. It's a 12, and yes, he does make the spectacular save there. So Jari, give him 5-10 for robbing that one. He makes a spectacular save here, gives the Penguins momentum to keep the lead for the Penguins. Dustin Brown's shaking his head right now. Doesn't know what he has to do to score a goal. But with 6 minutes left in the period, the Pens are still up 1-0, and we have a 7 on a face-off, so 3 lull minutes will come off the clock. And we will roll again, and this time we'll get a 10, so we're looking for high face-off. Malkin has no face-off rating. Carter has a 51. So we're going to go ahead and go to another Zoom result. This time is going to be McDermott and Hornquist. And let's see what they are going to battle it out with. They're going to battle it out with power. McDermott has power, and Hornquist does not. So we're going to go ahead and give a play result to Los Angeles. 4-2 choice there. So it's going to be Ryan, and it's going to be Perorkin. And the choice recipient of this is going to be Martin Ferk with his 3 stars. So 3-star shot coming up here for the Kings. And it's going to be just outside of Jari's range. And so Los Angeles has tied this game up. As Martin Ferk gets the goal, and it's going to be from Prokorkin. And the second assist is going to go to Joaquim Ryan. And so let's go ahead and get the time of that goal here. And the time of that goal is going to be 17:21 of period number 2. And just like that, we are tied at 1 apiece. So the Kings will get momentum there. So since it's the last 2 minutes, Pittsburgh will utilize a line skip to get their top line out there. Kings will do so as well, just so they are matched up evenly with the momentum. So here we go, 2 minutes left, and we're tied. So we got high face-off. This time the high face-off goes to Crosby. And so it is an 11. So to play, if the defensive team does not have 2 squares, they do have 2 squares. So they are going to take it away, and the Kings are going to have possession in the period's final minute. But it's going to be a lull minute as nothing happens and time runs out. So that's it for the second period of play here from Staples Center. The score at the end of 2, Pittsburgh Penguins 1 and the LA Kings 1. We'll be back with the third period right after this timeout.
And we're at the second intermission here between the Penguins and the Kings, score tied at 1. And again, just want to tell you about Hockey Blast from PLAAY.com. I do have several hockey games, and Hockey Blast does rank right up there as one of my favorites. But don't take my word for it. If you want to check out the Hockey Blast for yourself, by all means, go to play.com and order yourself a copy. I'm going to go ahead and pull up their website right here. And the website will give you description of what the game's about, and also links to a sample gameplay sequence. There's many different tutorial movies out there that show you how to play Hockey Blast. That is how I learned to play it. And then, of course, there are some various seasons that are available. And also, the one thing about Hockey Blast that I really like is the fact that they also sell a how-to guide where you can actually create your own cards. And I do have quite a few minor league sets that are on the free stuff section of the Play Games website. So be sure to go there and check those out as well. I have some cards for the North American Hockey League as well as the ECHL. And as you can see, other Play Gamers have put up their sets as well. And those sets are also very, very good and interesting to look at. So once again, that is Hockey Blast from play.com. And like I said, one that if you're a hockey fan and you love to play hockey simulation games, you really need to add this one to your collection. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and go to the third period between the Penguins and the Kings.
Ready to start period number 3. 1-1 tie here, and we'll drop the puck and be ready to go. And it'll be an 8. So the Kings will win the face-off here, but it is a 7, so we have 3 lull minutes. And we'll go ahead and go back to a face-off and drop the puck one more time. Whoop, we went outside of the dice tower here, so we'll go ahead and re-roll that. And this time we will get another 7, so it is going to be another 3-minute lull. So just like that, 6 minutes have gone by with nothing happening, and we are still tied at 1. This time, it is a 6 on the face-off, which means that the Pens win the draw. And from that, we will go to a 9 for a momentum check. We have 1 hit on the Pens side of things and 3 on the Kings. So the Kings are going to win that momentum check, and they are going to get momentum, and now it's going to be a 10. Do we have a turnover? Yes, we do. We have squares on the Penguin side, and we will go again. But back to being momentum. Kings have momentum, so they're going to get the puck right back. Still in that minute, but we have another lull. So 3 more lull minutes as the Boo Birds come out for that. Momentum zapped away. Nope. That's right, we don't change lines on the lull. So we still have the top lines out there. And we're going to have an 8 again. This time, again, Kings win the draw. And it's going to be an 11. A play if no 2 squares, but we do have 2 squares for the Penguins here, so they're going to take away the puck. And finally, we will get to change lines halfway through the period. Still tied at 1. But another lull comes into play here. 3 more minutes off the clock. And we could be heading to sudden death overtime. This time, though, off the face-off, we have the Pens winning it. But we're going to have ourselves a penalty event. Our first penalty event since the first period of play. And this time it's going to be 0-5. It's going to be Jack Johnson going up against Martin Ferk. So Jack Johnson has the higher penalty rating. He's going to get the penalty there, and it's going to be a 4. Penalty less than 1, it is, in this case, Jack Johnson's a 0.5, so there is no penalty. So, again, they get away with 1 there. No penalty, no shot. We'll take a minute off the clock, so we have 6 minutes left to go in regulation time, and we are still tied at 1 apiece. So we'll go over to our normal minutes chart, and 10 means we're going to go to high face-off. 46 for McCann, 53 for Velarde. So the Kings are going to get the puck there. And we're going to go to a Zoom. So it's going to be Trevor Moore and Justin Schultz on the Zoom result. And we are going to be checking for the hit. Moore does not have the hit quality. Neither does Schultz. Neither quality. Defense wins. So it's going to be a no shot. Possession goes over to Pittsburgh. And we have 5 minutes left to go. And decision time here. I think we're just going to go ahead and use our line skip to get our first lines back out here. See if we can make something happen and not have to go into overtime. Well, we've got another momentum check coming up here. So since they're the top lines, we know what's going to happen here. It's going to be the Kings getting that momentum. But it is, again, curtailed by another lull. So here we are, got the face-off. Top lines are out there. 2 minutes left. Now remember, though, no lulls in the final 2 minutes. Crowd is getting wild here. And let's see what happens in these final 2 minutes of the third period. The Penguins are going to get the face-off here. And it's going to be a 4. It's going to be an odd-man rush. And we're going to look at 0-2. Does 0-2 have a triangle? Brian Russ does. We're going to get a play for Pittsburgh. And it's going to be 4-1-2. It's going to be Letang and Gensel assisting Rust. So 1, 2, 3, 5-star shot, golden opportunity for Pittsburgh, but he rolls a 6. So Quick's going to stop that one, snare it. Kings are going to have it with 1 minute left to go in regulation. We'll keep our second line out there, but it's going to be a 6 again. It's going to be a Zoom. This time it is going to be Sean Walker going up against Jason Zucker. And the quality that we're going to check is power. Walker does not have power, neither does Zucker. So basically, defense wins, time runs out, and ladies and gentlemen, we are going to sudden death overtime. We have played 60 minutes here at Los Angeles, and we have yet to resolve anything. Because the score at the end of regulation is the Pittsburgh Penguins 1 and the Los Angeles Kings 1. And we will be back with you with overtime right after this.
And what a game we have had so far. Tied 1-1 at the end of regulation. Overtime is just coming around the corner. But I just wanted to take this time and just to say a big thank you to everyone who has either subscribed to this channel or watched videos on this channel or sent me comments. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, the reason why I started posting some videos on here was just to share some of my gameplay moments with members of the sports simulation community. No matter what games you might own or what sports you're interested in, like I said, just my little way to get things out there and share with people. So if there's ever anything that you want featured on the channel, go to my channel page and look at my description. You'll see a list of all the games that I own there that I play on a regular basis. So if there's something there that you want to see featured on this channel, please, by all means, drop me a line, whether it's in the comments, whether it's on Facebook, you'll see me there on some various gaming groups, or you can just simply shoot me an email at djones90@yahoo.com. And I will try my best to get some more videos out. Again, a little bit rough right now with the way my work schedule is. That schedule is going to be lightening up quite a bit. Starting around mid-December, I will be starting to work from home more often, which means I will not be spending an hour and a half in the car every day. And so that will allow me to get videos out on a more regular basis than I am now. But like I said, thank you all once again for your support of the videos and of this channel. So with that being said, it's time for some free hockey at Staples Center. That's right, sudden death overtime coming up between the Penguins and the Kings, and let's head to that right now.
And we are back, tied 1-1. Here we go with overtime. Next goal is going to win it. Here we go. And we got a 9, and that means that the Kings are going to get an immediate play. Golden opportunity here to win and advance to the next round, but it's going to be a secondary play. That secondary play is going to be 5-3-4. So it's going to be Waugh and Carpenter and Dowdy. So it's going to be a 3-star shot here for Drew Dowdy to win it. He does get the 3, but Tristan Jarry will make the save on that. So LA is going to get a saved shot there, but with that dice roll of 5, O2 is going to get the rebound. That's going to be Adrian Kempe. And so his 1-star shot becomes a 2, but that's not going to do it. And so we're going to change possession, and the Penguins will get the puck. And here we go. And it's going to be a 12 up. Spectacular save time. Spectacular save coming here. So let's roll and see what happens. Evgeny Malkin with a chance to win it. It's going to be an 8. 1-star or better saved. Quick has a 3.5 spec save rating. So that is going to be a spectacular save. So Pittsburgh does not get the shot, but more importantly, because of the spectacular save, the Kings get momentum here. So we'll go down to our third liners here. 2 minutes gone by in the overtime. We're still tied at 1. High face-off. This time it's going to go to Velarde of Los Angeles. And we're going to get another 10. Turnover. No turnover here because we have no squares. So we're going to roll again and get an ice blast. And what are we going to look for in the ice blast here? We are going to look for power. And so the Penguins have 2 with power, and so do the Kings. So they have momentum, so they're going to get the play here with a chance to win it. It's going to be 1-3-4 for the play shot. It's going to be Moore to Velarde to Ryan. So we have a 1, but it's going to definitely be a 0-star shot with the scissors that are involved. So it is going to be a shot and a save for Jarry, but no square. So 05 is going to get a rebound. That's going to be Curtis McDermott. But his scissors is just going to get bumped up to a 0-star shot. And now that is going to be a roll of 11. And 11 on the chart means a breakaway play. So we got a breakaway for the third line of the Penguins. And so it is going to be a secondary play, however, and it is going to be 5-2-4. So it'll be Schultz and Tanev and Dumoulin. So in this case, 0-star shot there. And so it is going to be a 6. It's going to be a 6 rolled here. And with that, we are going to have 01 get the rebound. That's going to be Teddy Bluger. And so his 0-star shot is going to become a 1, but he gets a 2, and Quick saves it as well. And it's going to be a 4, which means if we have 1 square on defense, otherwise 03 is going to get the rebound shot. And that is going to be Jared McCann. And so McCann, his 1-star is going to become a 3-star shot since this is the second rebound opportunity, but that is going to be gloved for a face-off. So with that in mind, we had the spec save by Quick. So the Kings are going to get momentum for another minute here with that face-off. We'll change lines, and we'll drop the puck. It is an 11. It's waved off. So now we're going to go with Marlowe and Lewis being the face-off here. And again, it's waved off. So now we have Simone and Schaller. Neither one of them have a face-off, and we get a lull. So 3 minutes off the clock there. Momentum gets wiped. Drop the puck. And we get an 8, so Kings are going to win the draw. And it's going to be a 5, and we're going to have a penalty event. Penalty event in overtime. Again, an opportunity here. And this time we're going to look at D5. D5 is going to be John Marino, and he's going to go up against Trevor Lewis. Lewis is not higher, so Marino is going to be the one that we are going to check the penalty on. Penalty is 0. Nope, his is 0.5. So Marino is going to get charged with a minor in overtime. And that minor is going to be cross-checking. So Marino is going to get a cross-checking minor in overtime. So a huge opportunity coming up for the Kings. Time of this penalty is going to be 6:31. Okay, so with that, we're going to have a power play here. And shall we do the line skips or not? That is the question. We'll go ahead and bring our line skips up. Actually, the Penguins are going to use their line skip to get the Bluger-Tanev line out there to get the 2 circles. But the top power play unit is going to be on for LA. So here we go with the drop of the puck. It's a 5 on the power minutes chart. Shorthanded team's going to win that faceoff. That is going to be the Penguins, but it's going to be a power play. So the power play team is going to get the chance. That's going to be LA. And it's going to be 4-2 choice. So it's going to be Doughty and Kempe, and Kopitar is going to get the shot. So a 5-star shot for the win. He gets the 5. Jari does not have 5 stars, and this game is over as Anze Kopitar scores on the power play, and the Kings win it in overtime by the score of 2-1. Assists are going to go to Kempe and Doughty. And so let's go ahead and get the time of that goal. It's going to be 7:54. So at 7:54 of the overtime, Anze Kopitar on the power play wins it for Los Angeles. So your final here from LA in overtime, the Kings over the Penguins by the score of 2-1. Let's go back to the studio for a wrap-up.
And what a game that was. The Kings pull it out in overtime by the score of 2-1, just to further to prove that this Commissioner Surprise tournament is a very tough tournament to win indeed. You never know when an upset will occur, and it certainly did here on the channel today. So with that being said, let's go ahead and go to today's scoring summary. How we got to our result. It all started off, the Penguins scored early in the first period, about 4 minutes in, as Brian Rust scored shorthanded, assisted by Jake Gensel and Chris Letang. And at the end of the first period, it was 1-0 Pittsburgh. Then in the second period, Martin Ferk tied it late at the 17:21 mark, assisted by Nikolai Prohorkin and Joakim Ryan. And at the end of 2 periods, it was tied at 1 goal apiece. Third period saw no scoring, so we went to overtime. Early in the overtime, Evgeny Malkin had a golden opportunity to put one in the net, but Jonathan Quick came up with a spectacular save. And then about 4 minutes later, at the 7:54 mark, with John Marino in the box for a cross-checking minor, Anze Kopitar slammed the puck home on the power play for the win. Assists went to Adrian Kempe and Drew Doughty, and that made your final the Kings 2 and the Penguins 1. So let's go ahead and go to our 3 stars of the game. The number 3 star was Pittsburgh goalie Tristan Jarry. He wound up saving 36 out of 38 shots in the contest as we tabulate the shots on goal, combining the shots with the lull minutes. He did have a spectacular save in the second period that kept the Penguins in the lead at the time, but didn't really get the offensive support today to come up with the victory. So Tristan Jarry is your 3rd star. 2nd star, Anze Kopitar. He had the game-winning goal in overtime on the power play to give the Kings the victory and allow them to advance in the Commissioner Surprise Tournament. And our number one star of the game has to be goaltender Jonathan Quick. Without Quick's stellar goaltending, it would be the Penguins going instead of the Kings, in my opinion. Quick stopped 41 out of 42 shots, including that spectacular save early in the overtime, and he also stopped a Patrick Marleau penalty shot late in the first period as well. So there you have it. Jonathan Quick, your number one star and your Imagisport player of the game. So that's about going to do it for this edition of the Imagisport Showcase. Thank you once again for taking the time to watch this video. And so next up on the channel will probably be another one of the old school wrestling series. OSWA Initiation is coming up. So that will probably be the next video I will crank out sometime in the next week or two. Then from there, probably do some more hockey. I'm not sure if I'm going to do Hockey Blast or Stratomatic just yet. Then to see how things will play out there. So once again, the final score from the Staples Center in the 2020 Commissioner Surprise Tournament opening round. The Los Angeles Kings 2 and the Pittsburgh Penguins 1 in overtime. For all of us here at Imagisports, this is Derek Jones saying thank you once again for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and most of all, keep on rolling. We'll see you later.